A mom told me that her daughter, Brynn, age 15, was angry and defiant. She fought with her younger sister, age 13, to the point that they couldn't be left alone in the same room. Sometimes Brynn was depressed, and lately she had begun expressing confusion about her gender identity. Raising children is an ongoing science experiment, which can be very confusing if we're not scientists, and we have no clue what to do. I'm Baer, and I'm going to share with you some powerful principles that will change the way you parent immediately. Back to Mom and Brynn. Mom and Dad were both studying the parenting training, and although they did their best, they didn't have enough love themselves so that they could give it. And their inexperience also greatly hampered their ability to love and teach their daughter. I began to love and teach both parents, but I also spent individual time with Brynn. Oh my, she was difficult in the beginning. But I just offered her love and acceptance and seeing her. No pushing. Brynn felt the love and confidence I offered her. All her life, she had lived without unconditional love, which to a child feels like living with no gravity. She was untethered and just lost. Love gave her gravity. She could finally stand on a rock without floating away in confusion and fear. Now, I have to say to all parents, I cheat. 1, I'm old. I've been doing this for a long time. So my confidence is strong, stronger than most parents. 2, no wounds. I've never hurt the child that I'm talking to, so I can begin at 0 instead of trying to heal wounds that I've inflicted, like most parents have to do. As Brynn felt loved and as she learned the principles that lead to happiness, she began to transform. Sure, she experienced the usual rocky moments, but she kept moving toward love. She became confident about lots of things, like her gender. When she felt loved standing on a rock, she lost all gender confusion. And that's without me persuading her one way or the other. I didn't care on that subject. She became kind to her younger siblings. One day, she and her 13-year-old sister were visiting the home of some cousins. And the mother of that family, the aunt, called Brynn's mother. And the aunt said, "Can you teach me how to get my kids to love each other like your girls do? Your girls don't argue. They share selflessly with each other and with my daughter. It's obvious that they actually care about each other. I can't believe what I'm saying," says the aunt. One day, Brynn texted me and said, "Gramps," kids call me that because I'm old, "I'm really happy. I used to feel so alone and angry, which is probably why I was so difficult with people. But now I don't feel alone. Anytime I'm having a difficult experience, I remember that you love me. My grandpa loves me, and suddenly things are just better. I'm not alone. And my mom and dad are learning how to love me. They're kinder. They're less irritated. In the past, nobody saw me, so I was alone. I hated that. Now it's easy to be kind to my sister, even fun. I don't worry about her approval, so now I can just be myself. I can be loving to her because I care about her, and it helps me to be happy." End quote. When children feel loved, all of the bad choices, anger, whining, seeking approval, screen addiction, and so on, are just not as appealing. That is when a child stops using those behaviors, when they don't need them anymore to diminish their pain, not because they're told to stop them. We can't force them to make the right choices, but we can love them and teach them to the point where they prefer the choices that make them genuinely happy. Whoa. If you're practicing the principles of real love, you are going to be experiencing some wonderful relief and joy and hope. You're going to want support as you keep going until it's second nature to you. Here are 2 free ways to get that support. Hit the like, subscribe, and bell buttons, and you'll get more practical application through continuing to receive these videos. Second, go to reallove.com often and access a library of resources that will resolve your concerns so that you can become a confident, creative, and effective parent. It's always about the parents. And real love will lead the way.